Hey guys, this is Aaron from the Spillway. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week start to it. It's only a Monday, but it's been a few days since we've been down here filming, and we finally got ourselves an interviewer.
Finally had to do it.
We forced him to bring him here.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we got him here. All right, guys. This is Landon. Landon is the little brother of our good friend Zach, and Landon has become quite the athlete as of recently and been rocking it up some strongman competitions in the strongman world, and we're here to interview him tonight. So we figured we'll get rid of Zach's ugly butt and put someone in that's more handsome than he is. Love you, Zach. All right, Landon, why don't you give us a breakdown? Who are you, man?
My name's Landon Witt. I can't even say I'm a teenage strongman anymore. I aged out of that. But just a strongman, trying the best I can. I was America's Strongest Teen back in 2024. Almost World's Strongest Teen. Then stuff went bad, and I got injured. But we can talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. I remember that.
Besides that, I'm just a guy.
Just a guy in the world doing his thing, doing what he loves. Gotta love that. Especially when you see some of those competitions on ESPN and some of the things those guys are able to do on there is miraculous, you know. I couldn't even come close to that, but and I've lifted a lot of weights in the past, but man, you just exceeded a whole other level and blown away anything I can do. Not saying maybe I should take some lessons and get in with Landon here on some workouts.
Gain a couple 100 pounds.
There we go. Bean and cheese burritos for me.
Pretty much.
All right. So how did you get your start in strongman competitions and the general strongman world? Did you have some inspirations or something?
I mean, of course, like, you watch YouTube videos of, like, Brian Shaw and all that. I think that's how I started getting into the world of it and figuring out what it was. But it happened, I got hurt during football. I got hit on a dirty play in a game that didn't matter against a team that didn't matter, who I don't even think was in our conference. It was just a normal game. And I bruised all the bones and ligaments and cartilage in my knee. Slightly giving me a little bit of arthritis already.
Oh,
so that'll be fun development.
Too young.
Yeah, too young, but it's a rough life lifting weight anyways.
Point.
And then a year later, figured out I had torn my labrum in my hip. So I had to find a place to recover from that. The PT places, the offices in town weren't really up to par to actually getting you back to being strong enough. So I found a gym in town called ATR. Started going there. I think a year later, the owner was running a competition called Call Breakers. This is a little novice one. And he's trying to get everybody to sign up for it because it's $50 sign up. So,
pretty reasonable.
You know, trying to get some money out of it.
Yeah.
I signed up for it, trained for it for, I think, half a year. Went to it, 17. Nobody expected much. I didn't expect much either. And then I got third, kind of out of nowhere, against some other good guys.
Yeah, that have been doing it for a while, I'm sure.
Yeah, a while, a lot older. Yeah. Some of them on a lot more stuff than I was.
Experience.
Even at that level of novice, you'll be surprised.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then not even a month, 3 weeks after that, there was another competition he was running. He wanted more money, people to sign up, and I did okay at the first one, so I was like, okay. Didn't really train for that one at all. And I came in and I got first. And so I was kicked out of the novice pretty young and had to go to the big boy groups with people who were actually not good enough to be pro yet, but really good amateurs.
Yeah, there's some athletes we're talking about here, right? I was gonna say, obviously, you know, getting into something like this, it's kind of like being, I don't want to say the broken path, but you never know where life's going to take you.
No.
You know, and when you see something kind of like going through an injury like that, and then having another one on top of it, and it's like, well, shit, man, well, I got to get something going from here, and you can get down in your mind, and which is never fun, and that can be a really hard thing. But dude, I mean, you're putting it into a new goal and something that I don't want to say you stumbled upon, because I always remember you'd be very big into Olympic throwing and things like that, and but it just seems that what an awesome kind of cool surprise to come upon you, huh?
I was always the strongest in the gym. I didn't know why. And in my senior year of training for football, I really just blew up, and I didn't understand why. It's all genetics. I've gotten my testosterone checked and everything, and it's not even that good. Like, I'm not crazy on testosterone. It's just attachment points of your muscles and the genetics to do it, and then being overweight. I was about 350 senior year. Senior year I went from, I think, 230 on bench to 350 in a year, in like a school year.
120 pounds.
So that's
a year.
How you know it wasn't as much skills as this was genetics at that point.
Right.
But once you know you're actually good at something, because during football, the coach did not like me, which fair enough. I got hurt for his team, so that kind of sucked that I couldn't go and play immediately after that, because I liked it, and I think I would have fallen in love with the sport and done college.
Right.
Because I liked competing, and I like combative competing too, which is I miss that in strongman. I kind of want to hit people more than I do.
Right.
So maybe one day after retirement, I go into something like that for a few years. But it was nice to be good at something, and I just kept going with it.
Yeah, good for you, man. And I think one thing, hidden talents are everywhere. And I mean, just even without the football, man, just doing what you're doing now is awesome. I mean, I guess, is it an Olympic sport now?
No, it's never going to be. The Olympics is going to get, well, they're not going to, because it's going to be too much drama, but they've already talked about getting rid of weightlifting.
Oh, like power clean.
There's too many, the snatch and split jerk.
Yeah.
It's because there's steroids in it. And you can't get rid of it. Strongman is untested, so everybody takes everything. Right. Pretty much at the level. I haven't taken anything yet. I'm going to at some point, because it's just untested. And it's also not as dangerous as people make it out to be, but it's never going to be an Olympic sport just because they're too worried about that. The enhanced games are coming up. Right. It's in that. Yeah. And if that keeps going, that'll be the outlet where it's at. But
cool. It's always kind of, what's the one competitions on there? Arm wrestling. They still do that, don't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never thought the day would come where we'd have slapping competitions.
No, that's stupid.
Oh my gosh, you see some of these dudes just get wrecked with the slap of a hand. It's like, dude, your eyeball's over here, your jaw's down here. You got slapped, man.
It's just for people who aren't good enough at fighting. And then they're overweight so they can take a hit.
Oh, man. Where does the appeal come from that? And it's popular. It's popular, man. Slap your buddy contests. Well, very good for you, man. No, I think that's a cool thing with just finding motivation and running and going with it. And I mean, just in the short time you've been doing this, you've elevated so much, and you just keep elevating, you know. And I think there's lots of times before you'll peak and just keep going. Now,
we had a power thing.
All right. So, like, nutrition-wise, what would you say is a balanced diet for you a day?
When I was younger, I was really fat. Yeah. Right? I was part of the COVID generation where you got stuck inside, and then I didn't do football for 2 years. So, I graduated in high school. I was about 370. Mm-hmm. And then I got into strongman, and I started eating cleaner. And that dropped me down to about 330. And now I'm back up to about 370 for a reason. I'm a lot more quality 370 than I was. Right. The nutrition, the goal is about 70% clean, 30% not. Just because the amount you have to eat, especially now because I'm trying to gain up to 380, you find out how rough it is. Mm-hmm. You know, you eat 4,000 calories, you're like, oh, that's a lot. That's a lot to eat during the day. But then you lost 3 pounds, and you're like, oh, it's because I wasn't eating 5,000. Yeah. And you don't even recognize it. Yeah. It's hard to eat 100% clean. I don't think anybody can.
No, not in this world.
Even the best, Mitch Hooper's probably the best right now, and he eats the cleanest. He stays about 330. He still can't do it all
Right.
clean.
Mm-hmm.
So this is too much.
Yeah, no, well, it always seems like today and all the different fads out there and weight loss drug this or that, and if that's your thing, whatever, power to you. But just seems like clean eating, and it's almost like go to the grocery store. You know, hit the produce aisle, get yourself some fruit and veggies, cook from scratch and shake it. A ton of chicken.
It's more
and protein.
expensive to not eat clean.
Yes.
At this point, you go to Sprouts. I mean,
Yes.
Grocery shopping at Sprouts is a joke.
Yeah.
You walk out there with a $300 bill, but if you go there for lunch, which I have,
Mm-hmm.
$15 meal isn't
Yeah.
that bad for me. I go to another fast food place, it's $30.
Yeah.
Sprouts is
Yeah.
15. There's no excuse
Right.
not to at this point.
What's really weird at King Soopers is your brother got me hooked on King Soopers a while back when I first moved to town here. But you go through their produce aisle, really, the prices weren't bad.
No,
was
Sprouts is better than King Soopers.
Even really that
Yeah.
too, huh? Wow.
Even though it's organic, which doesn't mean anything. But
Yeah, right. Yeah,
like,
I'm going grocery
it's
shopping
still
now.
ridiculous.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Good stuff. So let's see here. What has been the effect that Strongman has kind of had on your life?
I mean, it's given me a goal and a drive to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know what I want to do for a job. That's what I want to do for a job. At this point, it's not a question of what I want my career to be. It's what I want to do for the meantime.
Right.
To bide my time until I get there.
Right.
So it's given me a long-term goal of what to do. Because I know I have the genetics to actually do it, and as long as I keep going, I'm gonna get it.
Right.
So it's actually given me just something to go for, and I've become addicted to it. So there's no pulling out at this point.
Well, and I think you find that addiction, it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, that's we always talk on here about, you know, the small celebrations in life and the small joys, and you gotta have fun, man. And that's what I always tell people going to the gym. I say, if you're going to the gym, it shouldn't be a labor thing. It should be like, hell yeah, I'm going to the gym, man.
If you didn't like it, strongman's not the sport for you.
No, for sure.
Because, I mean, I worked out before I came here. 2 hours of it was setting up stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're not into it,
Setting stuff up.
it's a 4-hour session.
Yeah.
2 hour. Most of it, you're not lifting even. It's
Yeah.
just setting stuff up.
Right.
And if you don't love it, you're not going to keep doing it.
Right. No. Well, we're talking, it's a pretty mass way here. And you said this is a long-term goal. This is something you can do for a while yet.
I think
As long as you're healthy, right? Your back's holding up, all that shit?
back, no.
No.
We're figuring that out. Strength is something that never really drops off.
Uh-huh.
Injuries happen naturally, so of course it happens. But I mean, technically, you can keep getting stronger.
Mm-hmm.
The peak they found out is like mid-30s, early to mid-30s, depending on who they are. Some people peak even a little bit later into their 30s. But
Right.
yeah, the goal right now is to not burn out
Yeah.
too fast, because you see a lot of young strongmen who come in at like 22, 23. They've taken enough stuff to eat holes in their heart, and they're just
Yeah.
they do really good, and they burn out and they go away because they can't keep it up. That's
Right.
why I don't want to do that.
No, and you plateau.
Yeah.
And you definitely don't want to do that. No, not even your regular workouts. You want to do that damn plateauing. Well, right on, man. No, I love it. Was there some inspiration or something that drove you to want to start doing it? You talked about that a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But you know, is there? What else is kind of the pull towards it?
Well, I mean, it's leaving a legacy, right? It's the glory of it. It's the narcissism of it. Of if you don't want to be the strongest man on earth, you're lying to yourself. And if you're not going to try to be that, then what's the point?
Right.
I don't want to be anything else. It doesn't. Nothing else really matters to me. You know, if I could be homeless and still do it, I would be homeless and still do it.
Right.
And I know that's a rough thing to say, especially for people who have done it, but I don't care.
Right.
I only want that. And it's a very narcissistic thing. I understand that. But you're lying to yourself if you aren't a little bit.
I want to say I think that's grit, that's determination, man. You know, if you want to be the best and you're setting goals for yourself, you have to set goals for yourself, and they have to be hard goals. Easy ones aren't going to get you nowhere.
No, and you have to have the short-term ones
Yeah.
along with the long-term ones.
Yeah.
I don't even know what long-term is for me besides
Right. It's not a bad way to live, man.
being one of the best, but
Yeah.
short-term is kind of the only way to live right now.
Yeah, live in the now. I like it. Absolutely. Let's see here. Your first competition now, how long ago was that? Can you even remember?
It was, yeah, I can. My first competition there was a powerlifting show, but that was just because there was a high school meet, and I got made to go do it. My first strongman one was a month after that. I was 17, so 2022. It was April 2022, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost April now, so we're coming up on. Gosh, I'm bad at math. 4 years, 5 years, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely would make sense. Well, and I think one thing I forgot to bring up before is it takes a lot of focus, and patience. And as you said, you go in the gym and you're just setting stuff up, just willpower, and I think that's a great quality and trait to have in a person, is you have that willpower and that don't give up attitude. And we live in a world today where it's so easy to quit.
There's a lot of distractions.
There's
I mean, it's not like I have many friends to begin with besides weights, right? Make acquaintances with iron.
Just say you built a little kind of a family there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I spend 4 hours a night on Friday nights till like 9 p.m. and then I go home and just eat and sleep.
Right.
That's about it. I don't have any other distractions or anything.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. That's awesome, man. Frickin' go get it. From your first competition to your more recent one, has anything changed? What's elevated?
A lot of things have changed. I just take more
what have you
seriously.
learned?
You learn every competition where you fail at something, you learn not to do that thing. So, I mean, the first 2 competitions after I became an amateur officially did not go well. I got 4th. Still not bad, but still not what I wanted. I get very mad and depressed when I come 3rd.
Right.
I don't want anything but 1st. And even when I get 1st, I'm not very happy.
Right.
Because I didn't get what I wanted out of it.
Right.
But I mean, think about World's Strongest Teen. I came in there and I was the strongest teen there. Without a doubt. I came in, first event, I just did a stupid mistake. I tied for 1st, but then I didn't. I tied for 2nd. Because the way they do it, you get the last rep up right when the timer stops. They don't count it. Then I win the 2nd event. I'm in 1st. In the back room, I lift too much and I tear my back apart in the warm-up area. And you have to go lift on that. So that cost me 1st place. I got kicked down to 3rd because I had 2 events left after that. And I couldn't perform enough but to get 3rd out of it.
Right.
And so you learn, just don't do that again.
Right.
So every competition you mess up a little bit and you learn.
Yeah.
You have to stay on your game.
Yeah.
But that's all it is. I mean, I had my first Pro-Am in May. And I'm either going to become a pro or learn enough where I'm going to become a pro soon.
Right.
So.
Oh, good for you, man. Keep freaking climbing that damn ladder. That's awesome. Well, and I think, and this obviously is an activity. This is something that could take you to some places. You can do a lot of traveling for something like this, especially when you get into that pro world. I mean, is there like tours and stuff that...
So there's something called the Giants Live Circuit. It's the official leading up circuit to World's Strongest Man. They pay a good amount. They don't pay enough for how much you put into it still, but it's like $50K if you win. And so that's the official circuit. Then you have other competitions that are...
Right.
They call it the Big Four. Right now it's a Big Three. One of them's out for this year. But besides that, even the smaller ones pay well. And
oh, cool.
They don't do crazy, but if you win, you still get...
Absolutely. Got the movie flashing in my head around A Knight's Tale. Have you seen A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger? You would love that movie. You would totally like that movie. I can't believe you haven't seen that
I
yet.
watch the same movies over and over.
Yeah, but watch A Knight's Tale if you come across to do it. And it's kind of like those medieval knights and feudal lords and all those certain things. There's all the different events. Like you got the jousting, you got the sword, and so then they go to town and build it. Dude, you're like a medieval warrior right now. Oh, I definitely know about that.
Getting on a tangent about history. We're such bitches. Like, gosh, you get into World War II, the stories about that, you can't complain about anything you're going through right now. You get sunk on a ship, and the riptide brings you down, and the oil on top lights on fire. So you either drown or burn. And if you live, you're on a life raft surrounded by sharks, and 300 men come out of a 1,000-man crew. Like, you can't complain about anything anymore.
No.
That's why history is important. Is you learn either not to repeat the actions of the past, or that you're just a bitch.
Yeah.
You need to get over it.
Yeah. Oh man, that would suck. Talk about
Like
if life couldn't get any worse and shittier for you, and then there you go.
Yeah, and that's just one of the million things. It gets bad.
I think it's cool that you know that, man. That's good for you. I love hearing that.
There's some stuff not even to bring up that you learn about. You're like, oh, I can't sleep tonight.
Right? No kidding. And it's kind of cool what history can unmask, what it can find, what it can discover. A lot of people don't think there's discoveries in it, but baloney, man.
Just don't repeat the mistakes of the past, or you at least learn when they're happening again. You can get out of it.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely, my dude. I love that. People write that down. Take lessons from a boy here. All right, so this journey of strongman that you've been on, going at it for a while now. If you had some top takeaways from it, what is it? You talked about them a little bit. Was there anything else that's kind of, that last bit that's feeding that fire?
I mean, you learn how to push through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't good at this, I don't know if I'd have the fire still. I think I would need to be, like, I'm still good enough I can come in and expect a podium.
Right.
Even though this next show I probably won't. But that's only because I'm going against guys who don't belong at that show.
Yeah, okay.
They belong at bigger shows. But I don't want to go into it with a losing mindset, just a realistic one.
Yep. Got to be real.
I don't know. You just keep going.
Yeah.
And you see yourself improve. And it happens so slowly you don't think it happens. Right? It's the frog in boiling water. You don't recognize it happens, so you look back 3 years later and you're like, oh.
Look at the progress.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah. No, and what a cool feeling that is, too. I mean, that's just, that's a comforting feeling.
It's a cool feeling or a depressing feeling. Like 5 pounds in 3 years. It's not great.
Right. Let's see here. Pro ice bath or anti ice bath?
Depends. So the whole reasoning behind ice baths are just reduces your inflammation around your entire body.
Right.
When you're working out, you want that inflammation. Like when you're in the normal training cycle, that's how your muscle grows.
Okay.
You need the inflammation. You stop it, you're stopping your gains.
Oh.
You're cutting off at the freaking start.
I never knew that.
If you're doing a competition or you're leading up to a competition going really heavy, you're not going to get any stronger.
Right.
You're not going to gain enough muscle in that time anyway, so that's when ice baths are normal. Or when you're coming from an injury.
Right, okay.
If you're in another sport that's not strongman or bodybuilding, they're fine.
They'll probably be all right.
You don't want to become a bodybuilder anyway.
No.
You don't need to have... Being heavier actually hinders you to a point. So you're just trying to get better at moving your body and lifting a little bit heavier. So in that way, yes.
Yeah, cool. Man, good to know. I've always been curious on that. So what does the future look like for you? What are some ultimate goals for this path that you've embarked on?
Get in the pro strongman circuit. Prove I belong there. Do amazing there. I don't like social media, but I have to do it.
Yeah.
So at least get competent at that enough.
Cool.
Where I can make enough money I can push it on somebody else to do for me. Because I'm not a fan of it, but it's something you got to learn to do.
I hear you.
Or you don't make any money.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
But I just care about being the strongest I can physically be.
Yeah.
I don't care about anything else.
Yeah. Love it, man. Yes, that's that Michael Jordan effect right there. I'm going to be the best at it, and everyone's going to get in my way, or going to have to come through me. Love it. Kobe Bryant was like that, too. Mamba mentality.
Yeah, those really pro level. They got something wrong with them. I don't think I have that much wrong with me, but they all got something that is a little psychopathic.
Oh, I think so. I mean, it's amazing what the human body can do, especially when you put it in a stage like that.
Yeah.
Gets a lot of eyes. So on the social media and the marketing and stuff, like how are you utilizing it right now to kind of help you out? Do you just throw a few videos here and there?
I've taken it a lot more seriously.
Yeah.
Just because I have to, because I want to start making some amount of money to pay for what I'm doing already. The more I think I know about it, the less I know.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm was very weird. I think I've learned a pretty good way to succeed at it.
Yeah.
I've figured out through watching stuff and experimenting, if you do twice a day, one at 2 a.m. and then one about noon, that's where you're going to get the most out of it.
Really? So just like you post a quick story or something, right? Is that what they're called?
A post.
Or just a reel? Yeah.
Because your stories are only going to be, on Instagram at least, they're only going to be seen by your followers.
Yeah, okay.
If you do it at the early morning times, that's when you exploit like India and the UK and stuff.
Cool.
And they have enough people there where 1% sees it. It's
right.
a lot.
Boy, that's wild that we're that interconnected on planet Earth. Let me tell you.
It's kind of gross. You shouldn't be seeing all the tragedies that are happening.
That's why someone was talking the other day, and we, not too often we get on here talk about certain subjects. Sometimes controversial, okay, maybe a lot of times, but we always try and put a good spin on it, and we always promote the fact that it's just us up here kind of giving our intake on it. So we very much could be wrong on many ways. We're not claiming anything is truth or fact.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool to talk global warming, and it's like, well, is global warming really happening with more violent storms that are causing all this destruction, or have we always had the storms, but all the modernization and outcropping of communities, so there's more places for storms to destroy?
So, I mean, I'm not an environmental science major.
No, not me neither.
I've done enough classes on it.
Uh-huh.
Like, the Earth is changing, but it always is. It's not that it necessarily is warming. Pollution is bad.
Yeah, of course. We know that.
But a volcano erupts, that's what sends us into a bad place, not us doing stuff for the next 100 years.
or however long.
And the scary thing is global cooling. That's what kills everything. Global warming, even at the peak, isn't going to be that bad.
Yeah.
It's going to get to the point it was, 100,000 years ago. And we already lived. So
right.
We can't live through an ice age.
No. And it's kind of cool when you look on past civilizations we're at in history now. And could you imagine when our asses are in the record books and some who gosh know what's living on planet Earth here? Yeah, we'll put that in God's hands from my point of view on that. But, the social media world that's out there, marketing, keep rocking what you're doing. Good things are going to come there. Some tips, some advice, tricks that you can impart to anyone that might be looking into getting, maybe not just into strongman, but just, getting into the concept of lifting and working out.
Go slow.
Go slow.
Go slower than you want to.
Good advice.
You can go too hard too fast and hurt yourself. I still do that, and I'm into it a good amount. Because you just get impatient.
Right.
Find a way to have fun with it. Don't hate your training. And learn a way to listen to your body.
Right.
You need to know when you're being a bitch or when your body actually is hurt.
Yeah, okay.
And then not push through it, and the
I
difference between those pains.
Yep.
And so learning that's a really important thing that you can transfer to everything.
Right.
And the mentality of you have to do it and making yourself do something you don't want to is important too.
Right.
So.
Yeah, if you can ingrain that in the minds of 12-year-olds all over America, Landon, you've done.
I don't think we're doing that bad.
Done well.
I think our generation isn't what it was. Every generation thinks their problems are the worst.
Point.
We're pretty good right now.
Yeah, good
We're not
point.
as bad as it is.
Good point. It's kind of when you look back on the greatest generation, the World War II era, then you kind of get all this here. It's cool now that we can break them all down and put them on timelines and make comparisons of them and whatnot. And as we get older, I'm like, oh, kids and that loud music and that racket and all that stuff. And your brother and I have even talked, the world's always been all over the place. The world's always been crazy. We just hear about it a lot more. It's not kids didn't change or anything like that. Our culture changed. Society
going back to
changed.
the early 1900s, can you imagine if you had the news circuit you did now? People in America didn't know about the Rape Man King in China that the Japanese were doing. They didn't need to.
Right.
It was horrible, but if you know about that, that would fill a news circuit for months.
Yeah.
Plus the other million things. The fact that we have so little going on right now is really good.
Yeah.
We're not that bad.
No, well, good. Giving me hope here. I'm going to be sleeping better at night, I think, knowing that.
People don't want to talk about it, but nukes suck. But nukes are probably the thing that has led to this. Because everybody's too afraid to attack each other for it.
I think so, because they know the ramifications of it. Talk about learning from history. Hopefully Hopefully, history doesn't repeat itself again here. But
Yeah.
God, we'll find out. There's so much history that's at play here, and a lot of people think it's some modern day dude's conflict. Man, this is a conflict that's been boiling over for 1,400 years.
Like everything, even Vietnam, back in the day when they were like, "Oh, this happened randomly." No, that was building up for like hundreds of years.
Oh yeah,
The problems there were happening for a while.
yeah. But now you look at them now, and they're one of the biggest capitalist countries on planet Earth.
Yeah.
You know, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Got to get your opinion on doing hard things and being goal oriented. As we've been having this conversation on Netflix, there's that free solo guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And he just climbs without ropes and nets and all the safety measures. And I watched this dude climb a friggin' skyscraper in Taipei. I mean, and at first you're watching it, it's live, it's all live. You sit there and you see this guy doing this stuff. It's real life Spider-Man up there. But heck, he got to the top of that thing. Like, it didn't even phase him. But, you know, it's so cool what you can put your mind to do and what we're capable of doing. And, you know, I was just going to say, you familiar with that guy? What's kind of your feel on that?
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's not built for me, but
Right, of course.
I'm sure in a way everybody does equally crazy. Well, not really. But to somebody else, something you're doing is crazy still. So,
Yeah. God, it was neat watching that guy
mean,
do it.
can you really respect somebody who never took any risks in their life and sat in
None.
a cave? And if you're in that position, things will just have the hope things will get better and then go do something better.
Right. No, without risk, how can you have the reward, right? And it's a competitive world. I mean, we got everyone competing everywhere, you know, and hopefully that keeps the competitive drive going. But when you set yourself above others, you know, and I'm not trying to mean that in a selfish way, but setting yourself above your competition, you know, you're telling me those guys aren't in the same mentality? Maybe some, not all at the same level, but it's like, you know, you're not going to put the effort into doing this stuff. You're not going to go be the best and set yourself apart from the group, you know, because that's kind of one of the cool things I get it is you're finding yourself above the competition. You know, you're beyond that, and I just think that's cool, dude. That's
I mean, the majority
awesome.
of the guys at the pro circuit, no matter what the sport is, aren't super serious about it still.
Really.
Right? So I don't care what sport it is. I can talk about strongman because I know it. 80% of those guys still aren't doing everything they could to win.
Really?
So those 20% who
Hold
do
back.
everything they can to win that win. And as long as you go into it with the mindset that you will do that, you're going to do well. As long as you're not lazy.
Right. Well, just, you know, and right now you kind of talk about future, you know, where things are going to come. Man, when you got skills built in an identity like that, good things are going to come throughout life. I mean, those are qualities and skills that you know, employers are looking for, and I just think those are all cool concepts. So who knows where this could lead you, man? I mean, their paths are endless and they're all over the place, no
I
matter
got a
where you
cool
turn.
thing
Yeah,
I'll be able
go
to do
ahead.
in a few months.
Okay.
I don't know if I should talk about it because I don't know if it's going to happen yet.
Yeah, I don't have to.
There's a YouTube guy who wants to do a video with me because I had one of my things blow up recently. So that's a cool thing, and it's like, that's not going to be the only one.
Yeah.
And if that one doesn't pan out, there will be another one.
Always going to be opportunities.
So just, you need to be optimistic. Things are always going to keep happening. As long as you're optimistic and don't give up, it's going to keep happening.
Right. Oh, well, man, that is all good stuff. I can watch some of those sports. I mean, what's the how heavy are those spheres? Those big cement looking
Atlas
bubble-
stones?
Yeah.
It depends.
Does it?
At the pro level, the run, it's about 5 stones. It goes from, I think, high twos. I don't know exactly the lightest one, like 280 to 460.
Oh.
Kicked it again. We have a director back there. He's being very annoying. I mean, yeah, it's one event out of 10. so it can't be too heavy. But
Yeah.
I think the record on it's close to 700.
Oh, jeez.
That's the guy built for it, though.
Yeah, oh, of course. Damn. Oh, goodness sakes. Awesome stuff. When you have something heavy like that and you're running, how do you keep focused? Obviously, your legs are on fire. You're burning, man. You're sitting there. I mean, that's. I don't want to say rage, but that takes a lot of heart, man. What, like, the psyche in your mind? What do? Is there something you focus on at the very end and just keep your eye on that point?
Just train yourself not to give up.
Oof.
It's the same thing where a sports team will train the same play over and over again. So if they're fatigued, they will do it mindlessly.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you train and don't give up what you're training on until you pass out, and you get, the only way you're going to be free of the pain is you end it or you pass out.
Right.
And as long as you have that mentality, you're either going to finish or God will release you of your pain somehow.
Absolutely. No, just recently here, had a lot of friends are very big into cycling, like road and bike cycling. Those guys go for hundreds of miles, right?
Yeah.
And I can just kind of see that. I mean, those mind games and what a great thing to do, these strongman competitions or other types of workouts. What a healthy thing for the mind, because if there are times where you're stressed out, you're angry, you're mad, boy, man, you just throw all that into there. And, you know, what a great way to, not necessarily if we're angry, but to control it when we do get off balance, you know, or we do find some anger, and you just throw it into something going to be positive in your life, you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, and it's like you need to know when to turn it off still when it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
When it does matter, you need to be able to go till the end.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, that transfers to everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it's worth it enough to you, you're going to fight till you die and just hope you don't die.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Sure will. Love it. Yeah, no. And then I'm trying to think here. Now, social media accounts. Where do we find you at? What's your
Ryder with a Y.
Ryder with a Y.
Underscore strength.
Okay.
It's my middle name. That's on Instagram. I have a TikTok. I don't use it, but I might one day.
Okay. Yeah. Ryder with a Y.
So RYDER underscore strength.
Got it. We'll get that written down and get some people out there checking out my man. Get some work done. You know, it's kind of one thing since we've started doing the spillway, and kind of one of our concepts is on our show is we want to talk about real things. You know, we want to know truth. I think those are some of the biggest things we work about. And I think today, just talking with you on, boy, make it your reality. You know, and that is your reality.
You can be super depressed if you want to be.
Yeah.
And I know that some people legitimately struggle with that. Mm-hmm. But the more you think about your issues, the more they're going to be there. Mm-hmm. If you only think about what's wrong and how to fix what's wrong, you're not going to think about what's right and how to get out of it. Mm-hmm. At some point, you got to pull yourself out of the pit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times we overthink. Mm-hmm. You know, we're our worst enemies.
All we have to do is think.
Yeah.
We don't have any other issues we used to have.
Yeah.
Like, life's a lot more complicated than it used to be.
Right, yeah.
It's a lot more safe.
Yeah.
And you only have to think.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a struggle. That's what working out does for most people.
Right.
I think they're missing is they don't think for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be in the moment. And I think you need that for a couple hours a day.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, it's kind of cool when I get into think about. Sometimes I always go East culture on the crew here, but you know, I think I kind of got big into meditation, and as more of a concentration thing to be more look at things from other perspectives, and yeah, I take time and I sit and do that because it takes time to ponder through those types of things, and I think as part of the meditation piece to it, especially with what you do, obviously you need a lot of rest. Okay, right.
It's mostly rest. That's why we're so overweight. We don't do anything else but rest and then lift.
Right.
Like,
yeah, dude, love it.
I mean, even before competitions, it's really hard to rest.
Yeah.
You might get 4 hours of sleep or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So you have to figure out how to
Yeah.
either do what you're saying and try to clear your head a little bit to get in a place you can rest,
Right.
or you just figure out how to deal with sleep deprivation.
Right. Oh, dang it, man.
Got you off track.
No, you're fine. I get my own self off track. I think, one thing I've kind of perched on here, and one of my favorite words I use on this show is shine, man. Keep shining, and you are shining. And I think when people hear the name, Ryder Strong, man, that's got a great ring to it too, and I love that. That's got a great ring to it, and I think that's something that's going to sell.
You have a cool middle name, named after a truck, trucking company, but still.
Yeah, man. No, that goes right. I think that goes right well. You've seen ice truckers, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Oh man, is that stuff legit? Are those dudes really out there?
I don't know. I don't drive a truck.
Yeah, good answer.
I don't know how it wouldn't be.
No, I wouldn't either. You're gonna sink through the damn ice, man. Yeah, guts. All right. Let's see here. We'll kind of wrap things up here. Like I said, we got Landon big in the strongman competitions. Hear a lot more from him, and that'll be fun. I think for Zach and I to go watch him perform, and then hopefully you guys get on Insta and look him up. I'm trying to think something good here, but we always end the show with some general fatherly wisdom of some sort. And you've thrown a ton of us and blessed us with a ton of it tonight. But if there's kind of a highlight of something that's just some good wisdom to pass on to someone, what would it be?
Things aren't that bad. They can get a lot worse. And even when they get worse, there's a worse after that. Like, things really aren't that bad. You need to get over yourself and understand you're not the most important person. And your struggles aren't the hardest that's ever happened.
Right.
You're okay. And hope and optimism sounds gay. It's the most important emotion you can have.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's actually going to get you through and make you happy.
Right.
And that's all life is supposed to be, is being happy and then doing right by God. That's it.
Hey. Amen to that, man. Right on, guys. Well, this has been an awesome evening. We'll have some more guests on our show here on the Spillway. We hope you guys go ahead, share us out to the world, share us to your grandma. I don't care where you share it, but always remember that we're here to talk reality and try and find truth, and that we want to take care of each other and build each other up, and like I said, man, have some hope, have some grit, determination. We're going to get there. So with that, I am Aaron. Again, this is Landon. We are signing out. Peace, friends.
Bye-bye.